What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the MPP, the Noah and Patrick podcast. This is episode number 35. Kevin Durant number. Another player that's still not in the NBA playoffs and has been sitting at home quite a while. Hopefully, everyone enjoyed the last episode of Ryan and I's proposal. Yes, I am engaged now, and full on wedding planning now. So, everything's going good. Noah, how have you been? Haven't feel like I haven't talked to you in a while.
I mean, it's only been a few days, I think.
Yeah,
I don't think it's been that long, but that was good. Another day, another dollar. As the saying goes.
yeah.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I mean, nothing
That's
spectacular. No. Engagement announcements.
okay.
So
Wow, that would have been a shock.
that would have been pretty. That would have been pretty crazy, huh? That would have been a turn.
That would have been,
I
or
would
you would
actually.
have just been like, "Hey, I eloped."
Yeah. You know what? Actually, I'm married.
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
That's pretty funny. I
Looking at
should have
your
just done it.
Yeah, looking at your jerseys, excited for the next one. Don't know who I'm gonna get, but excited to see what's out there.
Yeah. I don't know. I was thinking about it the other day. Also, I was just like there's nowhere to even get these jerseys. It's they're hard to find.
Yeah,
It's gonna have to turn into kind of like a current player, bad
current bad player.
current bad player type thing. Yeah,
Yeah. All these old players, I feel like people just throw them away. If they're just bad, they're just like, no one's gonna want this and just tosses it. So,
yeah.
uh, but I guess we'll get into some NBA playoffs are still going on. It's actually a good day to talk about the NBA playoffs just because we're in the break. So I guess it's a good time to see what happens because both series, Nuggets versus Lakers, Boston Celtics versus Miami Heat, rematch of the bubble Eastern Conference final. Crazy that the bubble was like 3 years ago. Time flies. But both matchups 2-0, so I guess we'll give our predictions of how the rest of the series are gonna go on. I guess we'll start with the Western Conference. Noah, what do you think? What's in the
Um,
forecast?
the Nuggets Lakers have been a lot closer. I think
Yep.
down to the wire, and they're all away games for the Lakers. And the Nuggets had a good comeback last game. It's tough because I feel like there's a lot of people that are thinking Lakers could still win this.
Yeah.
And I think so too. I think that there's like a really good chance they can like even win out the next four games. Um, it's just how the games have been playing out. Like Denver's been crazy shooting the ball.
Yeah.
Can they really do it again? Um, Jamal Murray just got crazy out of nowhere. I mean I'm gonna go. I think Lakers in six. I think they can still do it. I think they can just go all four.
Wow.
Um, I think they'll definitely steal one. Either whether it's six or seven, they're gonna have to steal one, and I think they will steal a game. So I think either way, they're gonna steal game five. It just depends if they can win at home.
Yeah. I mean, a little different from both of the series where the Nuggets have won at home and the Celtics have not won at home. We'll talk. Yeah, we'll talk about the Heat after we talk about this. But I think the Nuggets they look good. Jokic is just crazy, and I think a lot of people are now seeing what Jokic can do, and maybe they're like, "Ooh, he should have won MVP over Embiid because Embiid didn't show up either." So
I mean, Embiid hasn't shown up for a
yeah.
while in the playoffs, so I think people should have already seen this coming.
But I think the Nuggets. I think the Lakers go back home. I think they get one on the road, one at home, and then Nuggets close it out 5-1. I think that's what I'm predicting. Um, right?
4-1, or you said 5-1. So you
Sorry,
said,
4-1. Yeah, yeah,
oh, okay.
4-1.
In game five, 4-1. Okay.
4-1 in game five. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay. You said 5-1, and I was like, like,
Yeah,
they're
I
gonna
saw
win
you. I
five
saw
one.
you. Yeah,
I was
exactly. I saw
for a
you
second I
thinking.
was
I'm like,
confused,
wait,
but
did I miss say that?
yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, I
four
mean,
and one.
yeah, like, I mean, like they're also a better a better away team than obviously the Warriors were. The Warriors were obviously the worst. I think that they were the worst, or
They
at
were
least second worst. I don't know, at road games, and I mean it
they only
carried on.
won nine, I think.
It carried on in the playoffs. Um, but I mean the Grizzlies, I think were the same record home and away. So I don't know, but the Grizzlies are also dysfunctional. So it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for the Lakers to do it. But you know, there's a chance. And never count out LeBron. So
Yeah, I think it's like his third time in his career that he's down 2-0 and he came back. I don't know, some crazy stat. He came back
like two
in two of the
times or
series.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the
Um,
only one was the Warrior one when KD was they went up like, or they swept, or they went up, they 4-1. I don't know.
mhm, something like that. But yeah, never count out LeBron, even though a lot of some people are saying that he's maybe he's done, like he's starting to slow down.
I
So
mean, he's had the foot injury. I think everyone knows that, or most people know that.
yeah,
That's why he missed like the last couple weeks of the season. Um, so I mean, I think he's playing decent. You know, I honestly I think he's playing better than Tatum.
yeah,
And Tatum has been kind
non-existent.
of a no show,
Yeah.
except for the one fourth quarter in Game 7.
Well,
Um,
he dropped
where he
50
got
points.
51. That's like the only time he showed up, really.
Yeah. Yeah, so moving on to the Eastern Conference, Celtics Heat. Uh Different story. Like I said, from the Western Conference, the Heat took two on the road to start the series.
Hey, it's tough.
Huge comeback in game two. Pretty dominant game one, I would say.
Yeah.
Uh I don't know. I think the Celtics are in trouble, but Miami has is undefeated at home this postseason. So
Yeah, and who would have thought, the 8 seed Miami, um, they just got hot at the right time.
yeah,
Like they just
they're not even hot. They're like super hot. Like
yeah, they're like in like literally how the Nuggets play the first two games against the Lakers is how Miami has been playing the whole playoffs. They just like was it Max Strus? I think Max Strus
Bruce.
just doesn't miss. Like
Yeah,
every time I just watch the game, he doesn't miss.
3 point
Um,
guy.
Jimmy's just like taking over the fourth quarter every single time,
He's
getting to
insane.
the
I
foul line. Um,
think he outscored the Celtics. Was that game one or game two?
it's just I don't know. It's just insane. Like Bam Adebayo all of a sudden is like a different player. It's completely changed. Like their whole team dynamic has just like flipped.
Yeah,
Like they're struggling going into the playoffs, and all of a sudden they're just the best team in the playoffs.
like they even lost the first play-in game. They lost to
Yeah,
the Atlanta. They could have been the 7 seed, but they lost, and they had to play one more game. But yeah, I mean Kevin Love looks like a great pickup for them as well. He's getting. I think
well,
he's in the starting
mid-season.
lineup now too.
I don't know. I'm not sure, but
But
I don't
I
remember.
think
I
he
watched the game yesterday, but I don't remember if he was starting or not.
I just know
Uh,
he's been a big key player.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
he's a solid role player, right
yeah.
now in his career.
What do you think? What's the prediction on this one?
I I mean, you also can't count out the Celtics because I mean, last year they went to the finals.
Yeah,
But just the way that Jason Tatum is playing, like
Yeah.
Okay. I have never been a Jason Tatum fan. I don't know how many times I've said this on the podcast like since we started,
Hmm.
but I just don't think Jason Tatum is as good as people say he is.
Yeah.
Like obviously he's talented enough to drop 51 in a game, but
Hmm.
is he really that guy that can perform? Like he's supposed to be playing like Jimmy Butler's playing, and
Yeah.
people don't even think Jimmy Butler is a star. Um, but I think he's probably the top 10 player right now in the league. I would probably put him ahead of Jason Tatum also. But I think maybe they can win one. But like you said, the Heat haven't lost at home, and that's like a pretty big thing. Like obviously we see those trends, like obviously like with the Warriors and with the
Yeah.
Nuggets being the best home team in the
Some of the crazy
league.
streaks by the
Like
Warriors have just is just insane. Like they can't lose at home, but you know
yeah,
that's how
uh,
Miami's playing.
exactly. So it's like it's really tough because like the Celtics are like they're not like a top off or top defense right now. Like last year, they were. I think it's gonna be a sweep. I think the Heat are just gonna. I think Jimmy Butler is just gonna
Just gonna
not
transform.
the Heat, just Jimmy Butler in general is just gonna
Yeah.
go crazy. And if the Heat face the Nuggets, I think the Heat can win it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, they would depending how the other series goes. I mean, the Heat may, be on some rest. They're gonna be
Oh yeah,
well
that might
rested.
cool them down a little bit though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know. But I do like the. I think I'm gonna go 4-1 again. Yeah, Celtics get one on the road. Maybe it's a closeout game. Maybe it's 3-0 and they win the fourth game.
Yeah.
Um,
Celtics seem to be playing better on the road anyways than at home.
yeah, yeah. But I think it's still gonna be Nuggets Heat. Finals prediction. Sounds like Noah's leaning that way as well.
No, I think I chose Lakers
Oh,
to come
you chose
back.
the
So
Lakers.
Lakers Heat. Um,
Yeah,
that's my underdog, I guess, is the Lakers.
yeah.
I always have one underdog.
Lakers Heat. Wow. If Lakers can come back from this one, I don't know about the Nuggets.
Uh, but if they come back, man, they're gonna be gassed. Like I
Yeah,
don't know how they're gonna face that Heat
that's
team when
three straight series where Lakers won in six, right? And then Lakers
yeah.
won in six again versus the Warriors.
Hmm.
And then another
So they either go
six or
6 or
seven.
7. Yeah, it's just
Jeez.
another long series. And I mean the Heat, what they swept the Bucks, or they went
It was
four,
four
no,
and
yeah,
one, I think.
4-1 or swept. I don't know, but either way, it's a short series.
Yeah, and it was also another short series against the Knicks.
Yeah, so
Yeah, crazy stuff over in the NBA world. We're getting close to the finals, and we are also getting close to John Morant's end of his NBA career. He flashed a gun again. This isn't like the same incident. This is a whole separate incident where John Morant was in a car with his buds, his bros,
the boys.
with the boys, and he flashed a gun on Instagram Live again. He's away from the team. The team suspended him indefinitely, and now we're just waiting on the punishment from the NBA, which I think there is gonna be one soon. I think they're still discussing it.
Yeah, I mean they have the whole offseason to kind of come up with one, but I think they're gonna come up with it pretty quickly here. I mean, if you watched on the draft lottery, um, what's his name, Adam Silver, talk about it, he just looks crushed about it. Like he's like, I trusted this guy.
Yeah,
I gave him an 8 game suspension. You know, go off to a nice little resort in Florida to recover.
yeah,
And come back. And now I don't know what they're gonna do. Like I don't know how long this suspension is gonna be. Because I mean, obviously, there's gonna be people saying like, "Oh, he didn't break the law," blah blah blah. But I mean, you he's an employee. of a $1 billion company,
Yeah.
multi-billion-dollar company, the NBA, who have like a morality clause, like just don't do dumb stuff.
Yeah.
But basically is what,
Pretty
you
much.
know,
Yeah.
it says. And if we ask you not to do it, just don't do it.
Yeah.
Then he just did it anyways. Like his friends like he sees his friend recording, obviously, and
Yeah.
he still decides to just pull out the gun and just wave it. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. I just did you hear JG Redick's reaction to it?
Yeah, like partially like a little clip.
Like, how do you? He made a good point, I would say. Just on a bigger spectrum of the whole picture, right? But I still do agree with that the NBA has kind of like they'll crack down on some stuff. They don't want to promote all this bad behavior. They
I
kind
mean,
of
they
want
have
to,
so many endorsements.
yeah,
Like, why would they risk all these endorsements? Like, all it takes is for one or two to pull out, and then people follow suit. Like,
yeah. Um, but yeah, I think he should be suspended, probably the full year.
whoa, full year.
Yeah,
Wow. I mean,
or a half a season. Second offense, half a season. That's what 41
40
games.
games. I don't think it'll come to that. I mean, if it does, I think it'll be an insane. Like, I think it would probably what's best for him. It'd probably be a reality check. Um, and it has to be like no pay or
Yeah,
something because the dude's making $200 million.
yeah,
Um, I think they might go 2025 because they went 8. I just don't think they drastically do it that much. Um, I think Nike might already like
drop him.
they already like well he had his like what signature shoe
Yeah,
and they
I
took
think
it off
they.
the store.
Hmm.
So I mean that's more money he's probably losing out on right there. So I don't know how it works if he gets like a percentage of the sales or not. Um,
Something that I heard that I thought was very interesting is that the NBA doesn't need Ja Morant, but Ja Morant needs the NBA. I
they're
thought that was
they're
like crazy. That was a great quote that I heard. I was like, wow, that's
like
true.
there's not like you can't say that there's a lot of John Morants out there, but there's definitely more John Morant type players than
Yeah,
there are NBA opportunities.
yeah.
Like what's he gonna do if he gets dropped from the NBA? He's an NBA player.
Gonna
He's just
go,
gonna go play overseas? Like
gonna
it's
play
not
with
it's not the
Dwight Howard in Taiwan.
he's gonna join the team. It's not the same. It's not the same. He might make some money doing that, but
Yeah,
it's not the same thing. Like
yeah.
I bet if you asked Dwight if he'd rather be in the NBA or Taiwan, he'd say he'd rather be on a beach in Miami, Florida, playing for the uh
NBA final
yeah,
championship. Yeah,
playing for the Heat right now than in
yeah,
Taiwan. Um, yeah, unfortunate situation. As a young guy, he's just got to figure it out. Um, I mean, you just have to think like if you were in that situation, you talked to your boss and said, "Look, just don't do it again,"
yeah.
and you make $200 million.
Exactly.
Like, but yeah, like that's a really good quote. The That John Morant needs an NBA more than the NBA needs John Morant.
Yeah.
I mean, like the NBA has people bigger than John Morant already. So
Yeah, I mean, you got LeBron, you got Curry, you got
KD, like
KD, yeah, you got even Tatum,
I
Jimmy
mean
Butler now. Like, you
Kyrie
got,
to an extent. It's
yeah,
like
you got stars of the NBA. Like, you're always gonna have stars, and there's always young stars too, like Shea Gilgeous or like Wembenyama coming into the
when
league.
Benyama's gonna take the league by storm. Like he's
Yeah,
probably gonna have a crazy endorsement deal right out of the gate. Like people are gonna care more about him than John Morant
exactly. Like,
already.
he's already like the. I guess we can go talk about the lottery.
Yeah,
Wembenyama, the Spurs get the number one pick. Um, They win the draft lottery. They win the Wembenyama stakes. Uh, Close to 2,500 new season ticket holders for the Spurs. Like you can already see how much uh or how popular he's already going to be, and a lot of people are saying he's going to a great team. He's going to get coached by Greg Popovich. He has a mentor from Tony Parker who is French like Wembenyama. So I think it's a good fit. He doesn't go to a big market either where he's going to have a lot of pressure like Porzingis did in New York.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I just think it's a good fit. They may not be contenders this year. Their projected lineup is interesting, but maybe next year, maybe 2 years.
I mean, they probably have money because I think they just have a bunch of young players on the team. So maybe go out sign a. I don't think the free agency class this year is that good though, but um, sign a veteran, maybe help them out. If they really want to try to make a push.
Yeah,
But man, are they the luckiest lottery team ever? I mean, David Robertson when they were like, and then the next year, like when the player gets hurt, and then you get the top pick, and then you're
yeah,
good the next year. Same
yeah,
thing with Tim Duncan,
yeah.
just great the next year,
Hmm.
and then they're just luck into Wembenyama. It's just like, what are the odds? And they're all big men.
Yeah,
They're all when the generational type of big man comes to the league.
yeah,
Hopefully, hopefully he's good. I'd rather see people succeed than
fail.
fail.
Yeah, I don't want to be buying a Wembenyama jersey for Noah.
That'd be a sick one though. Like just the name is just
Yeah,
like,
it's so large.
yeah,
So fullback.
that'd be
Um,
awesome.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Another notable thing is that the it was between the Rockets, the Spurs, and the Pistons, and the Pistons ended up getting the fifth overall
Yeah,
pick with the worst record in the NBA. So uh, can't get lucky, again. But I think the Pistons are gonna be okay. The Cade Cunningham's coming back from injury. Got other young stars.
and I mean they have a
Um,
fifth pick,
yeah, I mean fifth pick is still good.
top five. That's almost guaranteed a decent player.
I think it's what Spurs, Hornets, Blazers. Is that what the top three is?
Yeah,
I saw Brandon Miller projected to go to the Hornets. And then Scoot Henderson going with the Blazers. So
a lot of
I
trade
think
rumors with the Blazers too. So
yeah. Also involving Damian Lillard. I don't know if you saw that tweet.
no,
Damian Lillard tweeted out, if the fans want to trade me, get the petition, sign it, and send it.
oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know why
dude, Damian Lillard is a
the fans would do
stud.
that, but I mean, hey, what can they even like? Where would he even go?
Yeah,
Like, and what kind of package can you get? Because it's just so like I don't know. It's so weird. Like Gobert's package for a trade, KD's package
KD's.
for a
Yeah,
trade, and he's like right in between them. Closer to KD, obviously, but
I mean he's great. Like
yeah. But
he's
point
like
guard's
a
like where do you send him?
I don't know. He's also like a low key good. He'll drop 50 like casually, or
Yeah,
even
that
40. 40 in a night is pretty casual. Um, I don't know. I don't know where he goes.
a lot of Anthony Simons in the third pick somewhere. Um, for like a star, I guess, to match with Lillard.
Hmm.
But like, who's available? Like, I like
Yeah.
it. I think they're just gonna have to draft somebody. I don't know how. Like, I don't know. The Blazers team is just I don't know. Like,
It's
see,
a
they have good pieces, but they're just never good for some reason.
yeah. I like the Jeremy Grant going over there. Like he had a good season once he got traded. Um, But I mean, if they draft Scoot, I feel like Scoot's like he's a really good prospect. Like he'll make an instant impact on the team and kind
Yeah.
of alleviate some I don't know, some of Lillard's duties maybe. I don't know. I don't know. It's a whole different it's it's going to be an interesting NBA draft, I would say.
Yeah, I think that we might see a good amount of trades because I think it's mainly top five is like set and everything else is kind of like
Yeah.
iffy.
Mhm.
Um, and apparently next draft is even worse.
Is it?
That's the Bronny one if he comes out, I think. And
Oh
they have
yeah.
Bronny going top 10. Um,
Did you also see that Bryce James is transferring? He's going to Campbell High School, where LeBron's gonna donate $1 million facility. Casual.
nice. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that's nothing.
Yeah.
That's a penny to LeBron.
Exactly. I mean, he's a billionaire.
Find that in the couch cushions.
Campbell High School. I thought it was interesting. Maybe just because Brownie's leaving, Bryce is going to a different school, but I think wouldn't you want to stay at Sierra Canyon?
I don't know. I, I I don't really understand the high school things. Um, it could just be better coaching. Who knows? Like how it works out.
Yeah.
Better school in general. Or maybe he'll definitely be a starter there on varsity. Like I don't know like what his situation was at Sierra Canyon if he wasn't going to be
Yeah.
starter or off the bench type player. But I mean, from his
Uh,
little mixtapes, he looks pretty good.
he's gonna be teammates with Richard Hamilton's son, Richard Hamilton the
Also, Richard
second.
Hamilton.
Yeah. Hey,
That's my guy right there.
he may be on Jersey Watch for Noah.
Go Bulls. What do you mean?
And
He's a
Baron
great player.
Bellamy, the son of actor Bill Bellamy.
I have no idea, but
Campbell
uh,
head coach, he's prepared some of the attention James will bring. He worked under Craig Robinson, the older brother of former First Lady Michelle Obama at Oregon State, and coached Lonzo Ball as an assistant at UCLA. Oh, jeez.
Lonzo was crazy. Oh, I mean, everyone, just take a moment to pray for Lonzo. No, I want him back on the team. I miss Lonzo.
Yeah,
He
he'll
has the foot injury.
definitely make the Bulls a contender.
I think he's missing another year.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad foot injury. So
Bryce James is
hopefully,
6'6" at age 15. Jesus.
the dude's bigger than Bronny. Um, who knows? He might even be bigger than LeBron at some point. He's 15 years old, still has room to grow. Um, let's see a 6'10" Bryce James, small forward.
Uh, Giannis type athlete.
Yeah, and the youngest siblings are usually always the best ones, because they get to go against the older brother,
Hmm. Wow.
make them
Campbell
better.
Hall tuition is 50,000 a year.
It's like a college, so that's private school, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why he's going there.
Aaron Drew and Justin Holiday all played at Campbell Hall. Campbell Hall. That's cool. Good for them.
Well, shout out to Campbell. They're gonna
Jeez.
get a James prodigy.
James Prodigy in a new facility.
Yeah, a
Wow.
new $1 million
I'll
facility.
take it.
That'd be
Must be
crazy.
nice.
Yeah.
But let's talk about some NBA coach firings and then take a quick break and get to Portal and the NFL making a return.
Yeah, a little schedule.
Yep. So Monty
Yeah. I mean, you started it.
Some coach firings that we haven't got to. We already talked about Butenholzer, Nick Nurse, Monty Williams. I don't think we talked about him yet, right?
No, I don't think so.
And then Doc Rivers as the latest coach to be fired, which is kind of interesting with Doc Rivers. There's reports that Harden wanted him out as coach, but then there's also reports that
He's gonna
Harden's leaving to
the
the
Rockets.
Rockets.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that works. I don't
I
know
mean, I
why.
wouldn't believe the Harden wants him out thing because like
Yeah,
that just doesn't make any sense at all. It makes more sense for him wanting to go back to the Rockets than him wanting Doc Rivers out.
yeah,
I honestly, it was probably Joel Embiid, and then they're blaming it on James
Harden
Harden.
because he's
So
leaving.
yeah, exactly. Because what is he gonna do?
Yeah,
He's
so
already gone.
supposedly also it's just an interesting situation in the Sixers because Harden's opting out, but he also wants a 4 year, $200 million deal, which I think maybe the Rockets are the only team that's gonna be willing to pay him that because I don't see any other team willing to pay
Well,
Harden that
what
much.
has he done to earn $200 million? That
Yeah.
won the two Celtics games where Joel Embiid didn't play. Other than that, like what else has he really?
Yeah.
He's a second star, I guess, on a team. He'd be like a decent mentor to the young guys because everyone's young on the Rockets. But $200 million,
I
maybe he'll
don't
give him
see
a discount if he goes back because he likes the
discount.
place. I bet he loves Houston, so like that's probably
Mm,
why he wants to go back there. He's definitely not going back there to win anything. So
yeah, he's
um,
probably just chasing money at this point.
he's already made his run at a ring. He's like,
Yeah.
look, it's just not working. Like the only way he'd win is if he took veteran or mid level exception, whatever it's called, um, and went to go play with like a random
AD.
team or a good team, the Nuggets.
Yeah. But yeah, Doc Rivers, he's not the best track record in game sevens. He did lose another one.
He has a
Uh
crazy stat. I don't even remember what it is, but
I think it's like oh
0 and
and something.
32 or something.
Yeah, it's like double digits, it's a lot. A lot of losses.
He's lost 32 straight winner go home games or something
And
like
he's a
that.
great coach. Like he's one of the best coaches. But
Yeah,
I
he's
guess
known as a great coach.
yeah, but I don't know. I'm sure some a team's definitely going to sign him. Monty Williams. I feel like all these guys are going to get signed.
I wouldn't be
Um,
surprised to see a swap, honestly.
yeah,
Like Monty Williams goes 76ers and Doc goes Suns.
yeah.
I can
Doc
even see
Rivers.
Doc maybe going Bucks.
Yeah. There's good teams without head coaches. It's not like
I do
I
not
mean the
understand.
Pistons. Uh,
Yeah, Doc on Pistons probably. Like
yeah.
if he's just looking for a job, I can see that.
Um, yeah. There's just great teams. Everyone would want to coach Giannis. Everyone want to coach KD. I don't know
Booker,
about
you know.
76ers. They're kind of just
They have a good team there though, so someone's gonna want to go in there for that. I think Monty Williams would want to go for that, but I think Bucks might want him. So that'll be interesting. But I mean,
the
Doc,
Raptors too.
yeah. Like you said, a lot of good coaches got fired, and I'm really surprised about the Monty Williams firing. Um
Honestly, the Budenholzer
the Bud,
firing, yeah.
yeah, Bud was a weird one. Um
I don't know. It's
yeah.
just weird. A lot of stuff going on in the NBA.
It's like when
Um,
Dwayne Casey won the Coach of the Year award and got fired.
yeah.
It's like all that stuff that's happening right now.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think who do you think's next? I think Celtics coach might be next, even though it's his first year. There's like a lot of people. It seems like a lot of people hate that guy.
Yeah, I guess he just like wasn't making the adjustments that he needs to be making. But he's also a first year coach, you know.
Yeah,
I don't I'm trying to think. Um, hmm. Yeah, I guess the only one. I mean, everyone likes. I think LeBron likes Darvin Ham, and he did beat
Darvin
the
Ham
Warriors. So
has been decent. He hasn't been the worst. Um, he's made some decent adjustments. If it
yeah,
is him making the adjustments, because you never know who's actually
yeah,
making adjustments. Steve Kerr, if Bob Myers doesn't come back, I think could be on the hot seat because it's just a whole new like
yeah,
like regime coming in that want to make their stamp on the place.
yeah. It's gonna be interesting if Bob Myers leaves.
Warriors are going to have an interesting offseason. I'm actually excited to see that.
I am too.
Yeah, my Bulls are just not going to do nothing because they're awful.
You might as well just you're rooting for the field.
I love the offseason
Yeah,
better than the season.
true. But yeah, Celtics maybe out. It's like Moose Solani or whatever his
Yeah,
name is.
Muslani. I don't know what that is, but yeah,
Yeah,
Poeltl next.
yeah. All right, welcome back, everyone. Go follow us, like us. YouTube's popping off. TikTok's slowly popping off. It's one talk at a time.
Yeah.
But let's jump into our favorite game. I can't wait till we get into the NFL and switch to Weddle. That's the other
Poeltl. Yeah, that's the other one.
NFL player guessing, which I've seen a TikTok on. It
It's going to
looks
be
kind of
harder.
yeah, it looks harder. That's what
There
I
are
was guessing.
a lot bigger rosters on
Yes,
the NFL teams.
53-man teams.
I you're going to carry that. I have
I
no idea. Like I don't know players like that in NFL.
Is it linemen too?
I'm guessing unless you put it on like
Easy mode?
um
Is there an easy mode?
I mean you might be able to choose like I doubt you can choose like specialty positions, like that's
Yeah,
probably a QB, wide receiver, corner, or running back, stuff like that,
yeah.
but I doubt you can choose. So
Well, it is named Weddle, you know. So I don't know. Eric Weddle's a defensive player, so I guess that doesn't work to our favor. But
it's
we'll
gonna
see.
be
We'll
bad.
try it out.
I
We'll
feel
try
like
it
we'll
out.
fail a lot more than
Yeah,
we haven't failed a Poeltl yet, luckily,
close, but
knock on wood.
yeah,
But yeah, football's just too many people.
too many people.
Like there's
But
10 players on a court at a time, and there's 11 just on one side of the ball. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, last week was pretty long. I had to just put a 1 minute total clip because I was like, you know what, it's too long. It's a 12-minute total. So we're gonna try to cut this one down right here, right off the gate.
I like Caleb Martin.
Let's do it. I'm with it. Miami Heat.
Dang it.
Once again, we just start off with
Damn. Well, we know it's in the West.
not a forward. It's probably a guard. Or, I
Center,
mean, a center. Yeah.
taller than 6'5".
Um,
Honestly, this is a great first guess. I feel like we have a lot of information on this one. It's like doing a do on the Wordle.
how old is what number's Towns?
32.
You want to shoot Carl Anthony Towns right here?
Yeah.
Center, younger than 27,
Okay.
higher number.
Taller.
No, it's forward, or he's a center forward, so it's probably just a center.
Just a cent. He's a forward.
I guess he's
Odd.
considered a forward. He's
Because
also
of
27.
Rudy
I thought he
Gobert.
was 25.
Center.
Well, it's not the Minnesota division,
How
so we
about
got 15 numbers here to
Kevon
play with.
Looney.
No, he's number 5. We're not going to shoot Gavon.
Ah, shoot. I wasn't paying attention to the numbers.
Yeah, yeah, I know, I know.
32. Jokic.
Aiton. What's Aiton?
18
Jokic number
for
five, I
20,
think.
21.
DeAndre Ayton.
218. I like it. It's a good pick. He's
Yeah,
kind of
he's like
shorter
20
too.
something, right? He's 22, I think. This is
Yeah,
his number
he's young. He's
22.
younger.
Well, his number's like 22 or
Yeah,
21.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been
I like 18.
as long as he's not in the Northwest. Easy. We got it. Doesn't even show the picture. That's
Did we get it?
I think so. Exit out of it. Go scroll
Oh.
down. Oh, you didn't even put it in. Oh, I was like, wow. I was like, that was
What did I push?
I don't know.
Oh,
Man, if we would have got it.
that was so weird. Clip it.
Okay, so not Pacific and not Northwest.
Northwest.
They don't
Who
look
is
up the wrong division this time again.
I won't.
We have a 10 number or yeah, 10 numbers to play with. It's a young guy. It's a really young guy. Younger than 24. Literally like right out of the
It's
draft.
Memphis, Jaren Jackson,
No, I don't think he's
New Orleans, Dallas, Houston, and San Antonio.
Jackson Hayes.
Yeah,
What number is he?
I don't know.
No, he's not number 10. What number is who did you say?
Jaren Jackson.
What number is he? 32 or
I don't know if he's between 22 and 32.
who are the other teams?
Memphis, Pelicans, Dallas, Houston, and Spurs.
I don't think it's Dallas unless it's like a bench player we never heard of.
Dallas.
Jared Jackson, I don't think he's younger than 24. He's been in the league for a few years, right? Like at
Who's
least
the
five
center on
years.
Houston?
This is Jabari Smith. No, he's a forward. Is that
San
no?
Antonio.
You know that one? What's that guy like Sagoon or something on the Rockets? Is he a center though, or is he a forward?
I don't know who you're talking
I
about.
don't even know how tall he is.
What is it?
He's like Sagoon or something. This EG. Oh,
Sengun, right there. Alperen
oh
Sengun.
Sengun. Yeah, I don't know if that's him or not though, so I wouldn't click it. But I don't know. I don't know if he's a center or not. But I just know because he had like a good year. He didn't play a lot
Sorry, I couldn't mute.
last year.
Couldn't find my mute button.
I kind of want to just shoot Sengun,
Yeah. Well,
I
it
don't know.
will eliminate the Rockets, right?
Yeah, I just don't think he's a center.
Oh,
Hey, let's
oh
go.
my God.
Hey
Wow.
man, that's just the knowledge right there. I don't
Wow.
know. Like I just saw him. Who's talking about him? I can't remember who was talking about him. But it was some clip I watched like 8 months ago, and they're like saying he's like the best guy on the team, and he doesn't play a lot, stuff like that. I'm just that
Oh,
guy.
guess number 4.
Like that's what you're gonna have to do
Weddle.
in Weddle because I'm not gonna be able to pull that out in Weddle.
Wow.
20.
Geez, 6'11", 20 years old.
Hey, he had some good moments. He's like a little bit like Jokic.
Mm-hmm.
Better scorer though, I think.
Let me look at Jaren Jackson. See if
He's
what
like
his
number
numbers were.
32, I think, right?
He's 13. Oh
No,
God.
13. Let's swap it.
23
31.
years old, 6'11". Power forward. He's not even a center.
Yeah, probably because Steven Adams played center.
Yeah.
That would have been a good one too, because I think Steven Adams is well, he's not 24 young, he's like 28 or 27.
29, 6'11".
All right, well, that was good. That was a
It was good.
nice
That
and
was
quick
quick.
one right there.
Yeah,
Little 4 minuter about, I
four
guess.
minuter. Yes.
It sounds about, all right. Um, but yeah, like Patrick said, he's a big football guy. So next we got some football stuff. The NFL announced the schedule for the upcoming season already. And we still got like what, 6 months until the season starts? Four
Yeah.
months. Um, and I thought we would look at our team schedule, so 49ers for Patrick, Bears for me, and just, take a gander, a guess to see what we think our team's record will be next
Yeah.
season.
A lot of interesting schedule releases. I guess that's a new thing for the NFL. Is the schedule release? Everyone posting on TikTok.
Was it the Chargers who did it?
Chargers had the
Chargers
anime
had a good
one.
one though, or was
Tennessee Titans asked people on
oh
the street.
the Titans were the one. That one
That
was
was a great
funny.
one.
That was funny.
The Dallas Cowboys, and it's the Colts.
Like obviously they asked a lot of.
Red Stallions.
I'm guessing they probably got a lot of right answers and they just chose the craziest ones that they got.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. But yeah, the Atlanta Falcons. Someone said the Red Stallions, and the Falcons changed their profile Twitter handle to the Red Stallions. So
Yeah.
it's always good. I
It's
think
a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
yeah, and it's definitely fun for the social media team. So
Yeah.
um, I don't think the Niners did anything crazy. Oh, they had someone rapping. I forgot who it was. Did the Bears do
Nice.
anything? Anything?
I don't know.
No. Okay.
I don't know. I don't think so.
You want to start it off with the Bears?
Yeah, sure. So
Sure.
I'll
Let's
pull it
see
up real quick.
here.
Are you gonna pull it up on there?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So we got the Bears opponents. I don't know the order, but we'll just go home and away, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, I think maybe I can pull it up real quick. The order.
Try to find a different one.
Yeah.
This
No. Just,
this is what I was given.
yeah. Yeah. I didn't think about the order though until right now. It'd make more sense to go in order. I mean, you still show that image. I'll just find the order.
I feel like I could find it real quick.
Yeah, it's like the first one. You can look it up. Yahoo Sports.
Yahoo Sports.
Yeah, they have a good one. They have a nice little graphic.
I don't see Yahoo Sports.
Just look up Bears schedule 2023 and look at images. It's the first one. And it should say Yahoo Sports.
I see Bears Wire. The Bears Wire is a good one.
Yeah, if you want. Or let's see.
How do I do this? Okay, ready. Hopefully this
Yeah.
is the right one. It's not going to be like the draft where
Yeah,
I'm
it's the
trying to
same
find
one I
a
was looking
picture of
at.
the draft and it's showing me 2020. It's like what? This is this is not what I need. All right, Bears schedule. Number one pick traded. DJ
Uh-huh.
Moore
Mm-hmm.
got Allen Robinson, right? No, traded Allen. Who's a Chase Claypool? Chase Claypool.
Yeah, Chase Claypool for basically a first round pick.
Yeah.
Love that.
Week number one, the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love.
Yeah, this could be Jordan Love's home debut starting
Yeah.
after their longtime QB Aaron
The,
Rodgers left. The Packers have very good defense. Offensive weapons limited. Like always. Like it seems like the Packers and Bears are kind of the same in that department, except for QB wise. Um, in the last few years, but I'm gonna go with they can get a game one win like last year. I'm gonna go 1-0 to start the season.
nice.
Against Tampa, it should be another 2-0. Tampa's just not good. KC, it's gonna be a loss. There's no way,
Baker
right?
Mayfield, you don't like Baker Mayfield?
You like Baker Mayfield on that Tampa team? um, and Denver's up in there. I would probably go win on that. I think they can do it.
Yeah, it's at home.
I think it's a 3-1 right there. Washington should be a dub. It's 4-1. I think they'll split Vikings, so I'll just say they lose this one. Or well, it's a
Nice.
home. I'll say they win. Whatever, doesn't matter. So it's 4-2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Raiders.
Jimmy G.
I think they win this one.
Wow.
It's a 5-2. Chargers are gonna. I think they lose. Um, Saints. I think they lose. So it'll be 5-4 now.
Who's the Saints QB now?
Derek Carr,
Hmm.
and they have a pretty decent defense.
Yeah.
Carolina. I think they have to win that. There's no way, right? Come on.
Versus
Come on.
Bryce Young.
I think to have any dignity, you have to win that. So that's 6-4.
Wow.
Detroit. I think they'll also split a Detroit.
Wow. You had to play Detroit twice in 4 weeks.
Yeah, I think they'll win one.
Yeah.
So 7-4, and then 7-5 because they have a loss. 7-6, they have another loss to Detroit. Cleveland's a tough one. I think they'll lose to Cleveland. So it'll be a 7-7. And they win the last three. So it's a 10-7 season.
Okay.
I think a 10-7 is very possible.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a lot of stuff that happens during the season, but
I
there's
think
a chance Minnesota is not as good as people think, too. And I think they could win 2 games at Minnesota.
looking at last year and being the first year of doing the 18-week schedule, I think 10 wins is very playoff. Some people got in less than 500, but I think if you get to 10 wins, I think you're thinking playoffs.
Yeah, also, the NFC North is kind of on a rebuild all around. So I think it'll definitely be Detroit and Chicago up top fighting for 1 and 2. I think Minnesota is not as good as people think they are.
Yeah.
And they should definitely start rebuilding there pretty soon. And the Packers, obviously, they're going to have a brand new
Yeah, I don't think
system.
Jordan Love's gonna look good this year.
I think he just has all really high expectations, and it's going to be hard to live up to those really high expectations, especially when you lose Alan Lazard, Cobb.
Yeah,
They don't have a tight end really, and they
you
don't
have
have a lot
Christian
of good
Watson,
success. You have one receiver, and
Aaron
then I
Jones.
mean Aaron Jones is there, and what's his name, um, AJ Dillon, but
Yeah, I was gonna say, gosh, what's his name? Yeah,
the quad father, as they call him.
Godfather. Yes, yes.
But I think 10-7 is it's
Very doable.
yeah, and they could win more. They could win
Yeah,
more. They could win that Browns game. I don't know how good the Browns are going to be, but the Browns are looking like they're trending up depending on their QB play.
I think Deshaun Watson is gonna find it more this year than last year. He's gonna play a full season and gets full training camp, so doesn't have to worry about just coming in last 4 games of the season. But I don't know. It's just the Browns, It's the Browns.
Yeah, it seems like QBs who go to the Browns just die out. So we'll see. But they have a really good run game, obviously, and
They got paid, so he got paid.
yeah.
So now on
So
to
it's
the
top
49ers.
top 3 preseason, I think, right? Yeah.
Top 3 preseason. Um they also play the Browns as well. But I like the 49ers schedule. I've seen the
I think
schedule.
the
Um
49ers and the Bears both have top 10 easiest schedules in the league.
yeah. Well, that's good.
Just
But
I think 49ers are top or fifth. And I think the Bears are like 8 or 9. Can't remember.
yeah. They do start off on the road the first 2 games. At the Steelers the first week. I think don't know who the QB is going to be either.
That's what's
So
tough about this 49er one because They have three options that could be at QB,
Yeah.
um, depending on injuries. So
Maybe Sam Darnold week 1.
could get a nice little Sam Darnold season.
Hey, at least he has the connection with McCaffrey.
So
Uh,
that is true. Forgot about that.
McCaffrey, Debo, everyone's healthy. Um, I mean, still anyone at QB. I'm gonna say Brock Purdy starts week 1. I think he gets healthy enough. So Steelers, I think they're 1-0 at the Steelers. Uh, week 2 versus the Rams. They love playing the Rams. I'm gonna say 2-0. It's 2-0. First home game versus the Giants. Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley. Prime Video Thursday night game. Wow.
Nice.
I'm gonna say 3-0. 3-0 to start the season. Cardinals 4-0. Cowboys is gonna be interesting. But I think they can beat the Cowboys. They it's at home as well, and it's a I think it's a Sunday night game, 5:20 on ABC NBC. So Dak doesn't show up to primetime games. So I think the 49ers go 5-0.
Well,
Then you go to the Browns. I feel like this is a trap game. Uh, maybe hard, maybe
in
hard
Cleveland.
in Cleveland. That run game, but they did sign some key additions on the defensive line, so they won't get shredded like they did versus the Eagles last year. So why not 6-0? I could see them winning.
Trap game to
Uh,
6-0. Okay.
6 game, yeah, trap game. Even though it's a trap game, they pull it out. Jake Moody hits a game winner. There you go. That's my prediction.
Nice. The highest pick kicker
Yep, his
in the
his first
draft.
kick in Santa Clara, he made it. So, uh, in practice though, but
Yeah. Well,
week 7 at the Vikings. Definitely. I think you had the Vikings winning 1-1, or you swept the.
yeah, Bears go 1-1, but I think they it depends how the Vikings play, but it could be a sweep.
Yeah, I think I like the Niners' chances, but it is in Minnesota.
Look, the Vikings I think had a fluke last year.
Yeah,
Um,
Kirk Cousins.
they have good offense weapons, but they're going to get rid of Dalvin Cook this offseason. They already
They
got rid
lost
of
some key additions, like key
key
players on
defensive
defense.
players.
Yeah,
I just don't see how Kirk Cousins is going to have to carry him with Justin Jefferson. Like, obviously, they might have a good like season, just between them two, but like the team wise, I don't
yeah,
know.
and yeah. So I think they're 7-0.
Okay,
Week 8's gonna be interesting. Kind of want to go to this game. I've never seen the Bengals play. You get a little Joe Burrow coming into Levi Stadium 2 days before Halloween. Um, I'm gonna say they lose this one.
I mean Joe Burrow's that guy.
Joe Burrow is that guy.
The
They
Bengals just post a picture of him and it goes crazy.
yeah.
Joe Burrow's the guy.
Week 8, they get their first loss, so they're 7-1 going into bye week. Really think about things. I think week 9 is a great bye week. That's half the season. So, uh, week 10 at the Jaguars, easy win. Week 11, Buccaneers, easy win. Seahawks. First look at the Seahawks gonna be very interesting.
But you said at the Jaguars, the easy win.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so just wondering because that's I don't know. I think the Jaguars are gonna be good, man.
You got 2 weeks to prepare. You have a bye week. You know.
Okay,
Okay.
all right,
Moving on to the
sure.
Seahawks at Seattle. I think yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a real tough one there at Seattle. I'm gonna say they lose that one. I'm gonna say they lose that one. They're flying back from Florida. They're gonna be a little tired. At Eagles is gonna be an interesting one. Week 13. I think the Niners want some vengeance on that one. So I think 49ers win that one. So
In
they're,
Philadelphia.
yep, in Philadelphia, they win. Uh, what is that? Two losses. That's what, 12 and 2, 11 and 2,
12.
12 and 2,
Yeah, 12. You still have five. Oh no,
11
11.
and 2,
Yeah,
right?
11 too. Yeah, because the Rams one's throwing me off. It says TBD. But yeah, 11 too.
But with the bye week too.
Yeah, it's with the bye week, so it's 11.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're at 13. So wait,
It's 10 and 2 because the bye week. You subtract one.
no, it's that's already with one subtracted. It's 11.
Okay. 11 and 2. Seahawks are going to the Niners. That's
I
12
don't
and
know.
2. Cardinals, that's another easy win.
I think
13 and 2.
the 49ers probably have the easiest conference or division.
Division, yeah.
Yeah. Next
The
to
only one
obviously
is going to
the
be the
Colts.
Seahawks. I think Seahawks is going to be
Yeah, the Niners and Seahawks are the only two good teams in that.
the Ravens is going to be a hard one. See how they do against Lamar. Um but it is at home, so I'm going to go home field advantage. So, and then the Commanders, they're just hopeless. New Year's Eve. Wow. Uh,
10
so
a.m.
what? And then the Rams, that's another win. So I think they lose like two games. So
Wow.
that's what, 17, no,
Well, that's two
16.
losses with a Giants and Cowboys win, which I think could be, either or.
So what is that? Two
That's
losses. That's
15 and 2.
15 and 2. That's my prediction.
Also with the win versus the Ravens.
Yeah.
New look Ravens.
I'm going to say, I'm a plus or minus, let's see, realistically, maybe four losses.
Yeah, I was thinking 4 or 5.
But still, that's still a great season. That's
Yeah.
more than 10 wins. Um, just first look at it. Should be interesting. I guess it also depends on who the QB is.
I don't know because their offense kind of just slot anyone in there as long as they're not
Healthy, not
not
injured.
completely hopeless. They should be fine.
Yeah, even a Sam Darnold in there, I think he would do well. He's kind of like a Jimmy G type player.
As long as they can make a throw,
Yep, exactly.
it's fine.
But yeah, that's my take on the 49ers schedule.
Yeah, that
Be
there
fun.
you can see right then and there a delusional Bay Area fan, only two losses, winning a game at Philadelphia
Yeah,
against
of
the
course.
Eagles.
Yeah,
All
you don't
right.
know. You don't know. Hey, you don't know.
Yeah, I mean, people are like, to a Bears fan, this is what I've been saying. They're like, why would you think that they could win after they were literally the worst team in the NFL?
Yeah,
In 10 games, they lost by single digit
you just got to
points.
flip it around.
Okay?
You know.
10 games. And that's with an awful team, awful offense. It's a revamped offense.
Yep.
Chase Young trade on the way, maybe. I don't know. It's just
Wow.
you never know. You never know.
Never know. Well, that is our team predictions, team record predictions.
So 10-7 and
15 and 2, baby.
15-2. Yeah.
More or less, plus or minus, maybe four losses.
I just think the Eagles one's crazy. That one's just crazy. The Jaguars were great at home last year. So I don't know. And they have Calvin Ridley this year. Even better offense. So,
We'll see. We'll see. You got
that
who's
one's
the
more 50-50 than anything, I think. But it could still be a win.
I still predict more than 10 wins.
Oh yeah, no, I mean they have the fifth easiest schedule in the league, and they're one of the best teams in the league. So yeah, they should get 12, at least 12, 13.
But yeah, so those are our schedule predictions. I guess we'll wrap up the episode here. Hopefully everyone enjoyed this one. Um, and I hope everyone goes like us on YouTube. And I hope everyone is waiting for the YouTube shorts because I am.
Yeah, I never tell Patrick what I'm doing, so
Yeah,
it's kind of a surprise for him
should.
too, I guess.
I have some hints, but
Well, they're normally the same thing. Like Poeltl is always on there.
yeah.
Um,
And like a
and like the I told you about I was gonna do the proposal one.
proposal,
Yeah.
MLB, I think, kind of set that one
MLB.
up. Yeah. I
Yeah.
think MLB
I
did
don't
good again, right? So your theory is like, I think, undefeated.
it did good, but it didn't do as good as the other ones before.
Yeah.
I think it still hit like 700
Yeah.
something. But like we had one that almost hit 3K.
Yeah.
The MLB one. So
Make
I
sure you
think this one
go.
was even better
Yeah, that's true.
than the other ones.
Yeah.
Got the comments.
Make sure you go subscribe for trying to get to what is it? 50, 100, something like that.
1,000.
1,000. Yes, we are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers.
Even if you just want to watch the shorts, just subscribe so you can get them
Yeah.
in your feed,
Ring the
whatever.
bell.
You just want to watch the 1 minute clips.
Yeah.
We'd be happy if you just watch them. You
Yep.
know, that's it.
But it's been another episode of the MPP, the Noah and Patrick podcast. We'll see everyone in the next one.